Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in, I want you to check out this new Ethereum video backdrop. Let me know what you think in the comments section. And what was I saying? Oh, yeah. This is for edutainment only and not to be considered as financial advice. Additionally, when you find value at any time during the video, feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe if you haven't, and share your thoughts in the comment section. And also share my analysis with your friends and family who want to learn more about crypto, especially quality cryptos. All right, let's start off with the news, and then we'll dive into the Ethereum weekly charts. In the news, Ethereum's merger delayed despite successful shadow fork tests. As you know, this summer was slated to be the release of the proof of stake change for Ethereum, and they had a shadow fork test. What that means is they had a test of the fork using proof of stake, and it worked pretty well. It went off. It was a huge success. However, the decision was to delay the full rollout of the merger for proof of stake until after July. It's not a surprise. Ethereum has previously had major delays in their development. So, but it's a major upgrade. So, it gives the miners more time to mine Ethereum. Is how I see it. Additionally, very similar to Bitcoin, if you've been watching my Bitcoin videos, Ethereum derivative data show pro traders are bearish. What they're using to measure this are two things. So you got total value locked, and we'll see that in a few minutes here. The total value locked for Ethereum has been declining significantly since I believe it was 2000. Well, within this year, it's been since before February, but it actually started before that. And also the futures premium is back to bearish levels. Future premium for if you take the difference between the spot market and the premium for the perpetual futures market, it's looking at that, it looks very bearish. And you can find that there's an article on Cointelegraph showing that. I'll leave the links in my Twitter thread for this video. The number of active addresses on Ethereum has been decreased by 10% within a week. So, although the ecosystem is growing, there's a shift in the market. You know, when you have coins like Luna, that's just the hot new thing. People can shift their money to different protocols or different chains. So that's to be expected. But Ethereum remains the 800-pound gorilla, next to the alpha for the Bitcoin alpha. And that covers the news. So let's dive into the Bitcoin charts. Here's the current crypto market. Ethereum's at 3K roughly at 19.54% for dominance. And the crypto market is almost completely red. So it's been red all day. Let's dive into the crypto market cap. It's 1.86 trillion, down 2.86% in the last 24 hours. And we are at the trading view daily chart here. Wow, this is weekly chart. Sorry, this is the weekly chart for Ethereum. Let me expand this up a little bit so you can see better. So here is the current bearish candle, two bearish candles in a row, descending. And this is where it's at, 3K roughly, this thin white line here. And what has happened in the past 2 weeks? In the previous week, previous week's analysis, I mentioned that if Ethereum's break through the multiple support levels, which is the bull market support band, this gray ribbon here, the middle basis line for the Bollinger Band, this blue line is shared with the bull market support band, and also the 50-day moving average, that would be extremely bearish. And guess what? It did that. It broke down below all three, and that's very bearish. And the bottom wick right here almost touched the next level. I said that if it breaks below that, more than likely it will head towards the 2900 level. And it almost touched that. I believe it was 29.5, no, $2,950 roughly, somewhere around there. Yeah, $2,951. So that prediction, that path happened. It's pretty cool how that turned out. So let's see where we're at. The bull market support band, in case you want to know, is 3.15K. The 50-day moving average and the Bollinger middle basis band is at 3.2K. They all pretty much kind of like crisscross right at that intersection. So the 2.9K resistance, this green line here, is holding because it didn't penetrate that. However, if it does penetrate that, it's even more bearish, like it did here. It went down here and it held this level for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you count this, because it went up and went back down, so roughly about 7 weeks. So look out for that. If it breaks below, it'll range right in this between 2,900 and 2,500. But for now, more than likely it'll range in this section here, like it did back here, between 2,900 and 3,300. That would be an opportunity for you to trade the range too. So just buy slightly up above the 2,900 and sell up at just below the 3,300 and trade that range. But you want to wait to see if it's going to do that first. See if it drops down or it's going to be up here. That's edutainment, not financial advice. Let's go down and take a look at the indicators. The white KDJ, the white line of the KDJ curved from the rounded up the top here and then trended down, and it broke below the 80 mark, which is the start of the upper range, and it's currently at 78. And so it's heading towards the blue K and the reddish D lines, and I gave that a bear. The MACD, the white MACD line, it is doing something really strange. It curved the bottom, went up, penetrated just slightly above the red signal line, and literally laid on top of it. Let me zoom in and show you. I haven't seen that before. You see that? It went up and literally just laid on top of it. And so what you have is the space in between, because the white line is above the red signal line, you're going to have a bullish histogram bar. And so, but the distance between them is so tiny that it's literally a line if we collapse this. You see that? It's a horizontal, two horizontal lines. The current one is even thinner. So because it's laying just above, there's a chance it could continue that way, or it could drop back down, easily drop back down, or continue to go up. More than likely, it's going to drop back down, though. And it's currently it was at negative 76. And I gave that a crab, printing two very thin bullish histogram bars here. Down below, we have red RSI, the blue MOM, and the the red RSI, the blue CVD, and the white MOM indicators all trending down. And the RSI is at 48. I gave that a bear. The aqua line is at 17. Weird. Oh yeah, the aqua line is at 17.81 million. I gave that a bear. The white momentum indicator right here, it's at negative 40. I gave that a bear also. So what do we have in total? We have KDJ being bearish, you have 3 down here, RSI, CVD, and MOM being bearish, and you have MACD pretty much just like going sideways. So you have a lot of bearish indicators happening here. So what is it likely to do? More than likely, it'll chop. It'll chop within this range like I mentioned to you right here. This is weird. That summary is not what I have here. Here, let me change the summary because it's different than. So basically, for the summary, if ETH is gonna crab. It's going to chop between support, so that would be 2.9k support, and the 3.3k resistance. If it breaks below the support, that's very bearish. That's basically it. So much typing when I do these. I literally have to recreate everything. All right. So I'll put in the summary there for you. I needed the word summary though, so people know. There we go. And so overall, I gave it a crab and a bear. It's going to crab sideways, more than likely, because of the bearish indications down here. It could potentially move back down to this green support line here at 29K. So that's what I think is going to happen. Let's take a look at additional charts. Max pain price, it's coming in at 32K for the 15th, 31K for the 16th, 31K for the 22nd, and 30. I'm sorry, not 30K. I keep thinking about Bitcoin. Ethereum, on the 15th, 3,200, 16th, 3,100, 22nd, 3,100, 29th, 3K. And some dates we might want to take a look at. And if you didn't know, max pain is where the price tend to move toward on average, depending on a lot of factors. But if conditions were normal, that's where it tends to move. But it also depends on the volume and open interest. So let's take a look at volume. Volume is contracts that have already been fulfilled, and open interest are contracts, options contracts that are still open, pending. And so we want to look for high volume and high open interest. I like to look at open interest more though. So high volume, we have the 22nd here, pretty high volume. 22nd, not a lot of open interest. Decent volume on the 15th. So on the open interest on the 15th. The one that we want to look at is on the June the 24th. We have the 29th. Yeah, 29th here we have decent volume and for calls and puts, and we also have decent calls and puts for the open interest. So for this month at least, the 29th would be a day that we want to pay special attention to, where max pain might move to. And again, that on the 29th is around 3K. So this also gives you confirmation about where you might want to trade within the range during this period of consolidation, etc. For total value locked, Ethereum still number one. As you can see, the 7-day change is down negative 4.71%. 1 month change is up 8.41%. Total value locked is $116.33 billion. And market cap to TVL ratio, 3.13. And that's more like towards the in the middle mark for the top 10. And again, the lower, the better for this ratio. Like Phantom, for example, has 0.5. And that's top in the top 10 here for that ratio. Here's the detailed look for the total value locked. As you can see here, I put a line here for you. That was back in November 10th, 2021. That was the peak of Ethereum's total value locked. But since then, you can see it's been dropping like substantially. Now it's at 116.33 billion. So if I'm going from 162 to 116, that's a big deal. Here's the heat map. We have sell walls on top and buy walls on the bottom. As you can see, there are more thicker, bigger buy walls, and there are sell walls. Sell walls, we have like a light one here, roughly around 3170 and 3100, and a couple right, just this one thin one here. I'm gonna ignore these, but big buy walls below. We have 2950 here. Two consecutive ones next to each other here, roughly around 2900 and at 2910. Down below we have a big one at 2800, and so those are the levels you want to keep in mind on where you want to set some of your entry levels. But I'll go over that in a minute, not a second. Here's the cumulative volume delta for Ethereum in this range. It's showing aggressive buys, but not too aggressive. Too aggressive would be way down here when the green half circle here goes towards the bottom here. It's in the middle somewhat, so it's right here. So it's aggressive, but not overly aggressive. Aggressive market buys, not limit buys. Limits are when you set it and then you just wait until it hits it. Market's like, oh, I'm going to buy it right now, so I'm just going to buy it at whatever the market price is. Here's the liquidation levels for Ethereum from High Block Capital. It's currently at a negative 152 million, and that's shrinking here over time. But at this level, it's not a big deal to move the market or give someone an incentive to move the spot market to impact the high leverage positions on the perpetual future side. And this is only for 25x to 100x high leverage positions. This is the money from the short positions up here, and subtracting the money in this high leverage position levels down here. And that's the difference. And we're back to the beginning. And this is my last video for the day. I hope you like the new Ethereum background. I'm still adjusting to changing the backgrounds for different videos. Like the last one for Bitcoin, I forgot to change the video, and that was the background from the video before, which was the one for the market analysis. So it'll take me some time to get this right, but baby steps in improvement. So feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comment section. And also share my videos with your friends and family who want to learn more about crypto, and especially quality crypto. So have a fantastic night, day, or afternoon, or evening, or wherever you are in the world. Peace. And I'll see you tomorrow.